This new Drake tailor-made freestyle has taken over the internet, rappers reacting left and right. Meanwhile, the truth behind the lyrics have now been released. Starting with the title of the song, Tailor-Made Freestyle is a straight-up diss towards Kendrick Lamar. Sources claim Kendrick was going to drop his longly awaited new album, however Taylor Swift dropped her album first, causing Kendrick to stay quiet and push his album back. Drake's calling Kendrick tailor-made, which references the B swear word made. Now, inside the song was creative. Drake wrote verses for an AI clone voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg. In those verses, Drake disses himself and then has the AI voice rap the lyrics for Drake. This was such a surprise, it was tweeted, "Snoop Dogg reacts to AI Snoop being used on Drake's second diss at Kendrick."
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Right off, everybody calling my phone, blew me up. What happened? What's going on?
This, however, left a few fans a little weird about this song. Some fans believe it's disrespectful what Drake did AI cloning Tupac, who was a legend in the music industry, but it seems as if Drake did it for a reason.
It's also hypocritical for people to be saying that Drake using AI to sound like Tupac when rapping from his perspective is whack, because when Kendrick used AI to deepfake himself in the music video of The Heart Part 5 to look like he was rapping as Kobe or Nipsey Hussle, nobody criticized him and everyone just showered him with praise for that. This is also different than typical AI music, which is used to deceive fans into thinking it's a real verse from the artist, whereas Drake was rapping from someone else's perspective using the AI to sound like him, and rapping from someone else's perspective is something artists have been doing forever.
As Kendrick Lamar did the same thing. Drake always does something for a reason. He likely did this as Kendrick Lamar did the same thing. The lyrics of the tailor-made diss track is what left fans reacting in surprise. Drake opens his verse rapping the lyrics, but now we gotta wait a week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top, and if you're about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor mode, your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. As Drake has been waiting patiently for Kendrick's response, Kendrick said he's been sitting on diss songs towards Drake, allegedly so crazy that it's gonna change the industry. Drake's basically asking, well, where are they? Drake would start demanding answers, as in the next line, Drake raps the lyrics, "Since like that, your tone has changed a little. You're not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feels like you kinda removed. You trying to let this stuff fall down. Nah, not this time, buddy. You following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the F is taking so long? We waiting on you." Once again memeing Kendrick. Kendrick said that he got the diss songs ready against Drake that'll ruin his career. Drake's now starting to believe that it's all cap, as this is an extension from Drake's Push Up diss track, and it's crazy how everything connects, so let me explain. On Drake's song Push Ups, aka Drop and Give Me 50, Drake opens the song rapping the lyrics, "I could never be nobody's #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hands," which is a complete response to Future. As 4 years ago, Drake hopped on the track Life Is Good with Future, gathering 2 billion views on YouTube. This would remain Future's biggest song of all time. As in the intro track of We Don't Trust You album, Future raps the lyrics, "You're a #1 fan, dog. Sneak diss and I don't understand, dog. Pillow talking acting like a fed, dog. I don't need another fake friend, dog." Drake knew he had to respond to that bar from Future, as Drake gave Future his first #1 hit, so how could he be a #1 fan? What many rap fans didn't realize is Joe Budden calling out this beef before it even started.
And back to my Future, Metro Boomin, Drake tension. You don't think it's weird that nothing ever happened with that hit smash song that Future and Drake made with Tim's?
What do you mean? Nothing
Wait
happened?
for you.
It was a hit.
When you say
it was a hit.
When you say
I
what?
know it was a hit. It was a smash.
So what you mean? Nothing happened with it.
Never heard it again.
However, later in the song, Drake would then respond to one of Kendrick Lamar's disses, as Kendrick drops the lines in the song titled Like That, rapping the lyrics, "Think I won't drop the location? I still got it. F the big 3, it's just me. I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack." This is a direct message to Drake and J. Cole, as the big 3 Kendrick is referring to is himself, J. Cole, and Drake. The big 3 in hip-hop who blossomed in the early 2010s. But Drake would make sure to let Kendrick Lamar know what the current reality of the hip-hop game is. Where in the song Push Ups, Drake raps the lyrics, "You ain't no big 3. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down," letting Kendrick know he's not a part of any big 3. Newer artists in the game wiped his name out of the charts. As even the title of Drake's response is a sneak diss towards Kendrick Lamar. A viral tweet would share, when Drake said drop and give him 50, he wasn't talking about push-ups. 50% of Kendrick's earnings went to Anthony Top Dog Tiffith with his TDE label contract. Drake is literally telling Kendrick to drop and give him 50%, as this is a lot larger of a deal than people people believe. In the opinions of about anyone in the music industry, you aren't a number one in the game if you still have to give 50% of your earnings to record deals. Drake's laughing and mocking Kendrick about the fact that a veteran in the industry is still signed to a rookie contract essentially. No big name artists in the game are signed to these deals anymore. However, Drake's next diss would take over the internet. In the track Push-Ups, Drake raps the lyrics, "I be with some crazy bodyguards like Whitney," which if you're unaware, that Whitney bar is crazy. Kendrick Lamar's fiance cheated on him with his bodyguard while he was doing push-ups in a park, leaving some believe that that was way too far for a diss track. However, one of the funniest disses on the entire song goes towards Metro Boomin. There isn't much you could diss a producer for in the music industry, so Drake kept it simple when he says the lyrics, "Metro, shut up and make some drums, boy," out of nowhere. Drake was just rapping regular lyrics for his track and then out of nowhere dissed Metro like that. Drake then had a surprise diss towards J. Cole, as last week J. Cole released a tape titled Might Delete Later. On the tape is a track titled 7 Minute Drill, which is a diss response to Kendrick Lamar, Future, and Metro Boomin. Right before the midnight release of Future and Metro's second album titled We Still Don't Trust You, J. Cole would remove the diss track from his tape. A report reads, J. Cole has officially removed his Kendrick Lamar diss track 7 Minute Drill from streaming services. With fans confused as to why he deleted, the answer was clear at midnight. When the We Still Don't Trust You album was released, a J. Cole feature was on the album, making millions believe that J. Cole might have switched sides.
First, on Thursday night, fans were shocked to hear a J. Cole feature on the song Red Leather off Future and Metro Boomin's newest album, We Still Don't Trust You. Based on some of the lyrics, it initially seemed like J. Cole had recorded this verse after he apologized to Kendrick Lamar, but many fans pointed to this video of J. Cole saying he was in the studio with Metro Boomin months ago, and then today, Rob Markman said he confirmed with the source that the verse was recorded before Like That Ever dropped. But regardless of when he recorded the verse, he still had to clear it and approve it being on the album. So after being on tour with Drake just weeks ago and then last weekend saying he didn't want to be involved in any beef, he went and did a feature on a verse with people he knew would be dissing Drake. And then we get to this afternoon where he finally removed 7 Minute Drill off streaming only after the first week sales became official.
As Drake would end up responding in his diss track, "I don't care what Cole thinks. That stuff was weak as F. Champagne tripping, he is not easing up." As Drake doesn't like how J. Cole took his diss back, even though Kendrick said in the Like That track, "F sneak dissing. First person, I hope they came with 3 switches." Referencing the big 3 again, but now also discussing Drake and J. Cole's hit track titled First Person S. As explained, Future here,
one of the biggest being the line, "Sneak dissing, first person I hope they came with 3 switches." So what exactly did Drake and Cole say about Kendrick that was a sneak diss? On First Person, J. Cole has a bar where he says, "Everybody steppers, well F it, then everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate." Steppers here is obviously a reference to Kendrick's most recent album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and clearing my plate likely means winning the competition for best rapper over Kendrick. And Drake in his first verse asked the question who the GOAT rapper is, and he uses a clever double entendre to say that only him and J. Cole are in the GOAT conversation, meaning Kendrick is not. J. Cole also probably has the most notable line in First Person where he says, "Love when they argue the hardest MC, is it K. Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali."
Making it very clear this beef goes a lot deeper than most of us think. But the beef continues outside of the song Like That and into the intro track of the album, We Don't Trust You. But it wasn't until this tweet went viral that turned everything into crazy mode. It states, "Y'all didn't catch all the disses at Drake because y'all were too worried about Kendrick." Here's another diss at Drake from Metro and Future, which seems to reference 21 Savage saying Future is bigger than Drake and that no one listens to him in the streets. Also, before the diss on the outro, Future switches up his flow, no auto-tune, saying, "I could really get up here and do what you do and really rap." I can't play the outro of the song due to copyright, but it's an audio track from a movie where a character tells someone no one's listening to this music in the hood, which is exactly what Drake's new best friend 21 Savage said in an interview.
It's don't be listening to Drake like that. Well, if I wasn't a rapper, I don't feel like I still would listen to Drake for real. It's just I'm a rapper, so I understand the work he put in now, how hard he go.
Wait,
like when you ain't no rapper, all them statistics don't mean shit. A regular street don't give a about how many times you went #1, like how many white people listen to you. They don't even think that the farthest they think is the club. Who's selling this club out? That's who they think is the biggest. Like in Atlanta, it's a lot of who you really can't tell them Future ain't bigger than Drake.
That's Elvis his cap. Really?
On God. I used to think that. Drake ain't really no big.
Which could, in the end, have Drake feeling some sort of way now against 21 Savage.